Okay, good day and welcome to our next tutorial on on our TM Tech POS application. So this application that we are seeing here, this is our desktop application. So TM Tech POS, as we know, uh, provides support and provides services to all types of businesses, restaurants, retail stores, bars, barbershops, you name it, right? Plus, there's additional modules for like gyms. There's additional modules for hotels, manufacturing stores, phone repairs shops, you name it, and the list goes on. It's a very feature filled and diverse application. So we have our web version, which we can access TM Tech POS anywhere in the world and manage our business, add products, and you name it. And now we have our desktop version. So this desktop version is really geared towards certain countries where the internet we have an internet issue. All right. So so let's dive right into it. So once the internet goes, TM Tech POS stays available for you and you are able to still cash your items. Um, all of these sales are then stored locally, and once an internet connection is reestablished, it syncs to our cloud server, right? So let's dive right into the navigation process of TM Tech's POS interface. So this is the POS. This is the POS interface. So we can we can toggle this and say dark or system, right? So for the dark mode, so let's see. So we have our point of sale, we have our locations, because TM Tech can manage multiple locations, and you can toggle that user rules, giving any specific user access to all locations or a specific location. Right now, I have access to all locations, of course. So we have the date, we have the this here is the printer size, the printer roll size. So we have 80 mm, we have A4 if we want to use one of those standard office printers, A4, A5 letter, and we have 80 mm, right? Um, to the right here, we have this icon is telling us that we are online or offline, ready to sync. This is our sync button. This refreshes everything and syncs pulls all our products. If there's anything unsynced, that would sync it and pull it down. All right. This is to close our shift, and this is a very important feature because a lot of customers, when they enter, let's say, a shift, or starts their day, and they go through and run all these sales, and then they just leave the system or log off, and return the next day and just log on and start selling. So this close shift is very important. When you click on close shift, you have you have the cashier, you have the date, you have the receipts. The initial cash, this is your float, which we will get into. This is your cash sales for the day, and this is just dummy information. Just for your recollection, just for the tutorial purpose. Sorry, this is card sales, which is credit card, debit cards. Other sales, non-cash, which might be bank transfers, cash credit payments, which is credit payments, and your total receipts. All of this added up together, your total receipts. So here you have credit card during shifts. So this is payments and non-cash sales, right? So you have cash sales, expenses, advances to employees, and total payments of others. And you have the expected cash you would like to see. The expected cash in your draw, right? So your expected cash would be cash sales, right? So you enter. So here is the actual amount. you enter the actual amount. Let's say you only have 100,000, you enter 100,000. This means that you are shorting $17,691.07. These are optional. The number of card slips. This is your credit card or your links machine slips. You can enter that, and the number of checks. Plus, you can give the additional notes stating, "Hey, we have a discrepancy of $17,691.07. Confirm and close." Or you can print this shift report and attach it to whatever reporting mechanism. This is basically business processes. Business processes. However, you treat with your end of day, different businesses treat with their end of day differently, right? So we would cancel here. That's just a quick review of that. So we have this button here, which is suspend sales, right? And we will get into that when we actually using the POS. This for this purpose, right now we are just how to say it? We are just going through the navigation, right? So we have our right to left, right? So we can swap the panels right to left. We have drafts, so you can save drafts. We have over here quotations, so you can give a customer a quotation. A customer comes to you and they want a quotation to carry it back to their account department to get, or they want to compare and contrast different quotations. Your store thankfully falls into the mix of that. You give them a quotation. Hopefully, your prices are good, your services are good, your customer, you're not your customer, your cashier, your sales rep, presented that information with a smile. They like the service. They come back and they purchase the items from you, right? We have here our customer screen, and let's just test that out quickly. So we have here, we placed an item, we place an item in the cart, and then, so this customer screen is basically, you have a customer monitor attached, right? This you can duplicate. You can just drag this, your second monitor. You can just drag this onto that screen, and this is what the customers would be seeing when you tap on an item. When you tap on an item, it gets added to the customer screen. Sorry, let me just see where that customer screen went. Yes. So added to the customer screen, and they get their final total. So the customer doesn't feel that you're trying a smart thing. The cashier is trying a smart thing. I don't trust. I'm not seeing how much money, or they made an incorrect calculation and it comes up to more, or probably you have some kind of special issue, or pricing issue on your shelves, etc. So it's a give and take. We wanna give the customer the best experience as possible anytime they come to our location. So we have our customer screens, right? So let's just close that off for now. We have this button, which is the printer settings button, right? So you attach a printer, you install your printer and everything like that, to your desktop. Here you can scan, find that printer, click on the printer, and then click save. And that printer would now be the primary printer for your POS application. That is what is going to print all your receipts. It's going to kick your cash drawer, etc. So we have a button next to it called direct printing, right? So direct printing simply means when you finalize a payment, you click payment, cash, whatever is your payment method to the bottom, it goes directly to the printer. Now, it goes directly to the printer without giving you a preview of that. So it can give you a preview of that, and then you can click and select the printer. It slows the process down, so we have a direct printing option. Some people love that option, love the direct printing. Some customers, they wanna see what is the or they wanna have the ability to say, okay, no print, right? Save paper. Let's cancel it. The sales is registered. I didn't print the receipt, right? One important thing, your printer controls your cash drawer. Your cash drawer is directly connected to your printer. So when your printer prints, the cash drawer opens, right? There's the mechanism, there's the elect the electric I don't know the technology behind it. It prints, it kicks the cash drawer, and that is the process. So just bear that in mind when you don't want to print. So we have a button here which mutes the sound, right? So if I click on this, you would not hear the sound. If I take it off and I click on it, you hear the sound, right? So this button is so that you don't hear the sound. We have this particular button saying show all products. So this shows all the products that is not in stock as well. You realize that there's a stop sign or whatever we want to call the sign, meaning that you can't sell this product, but it's out of stock. It indicates that it's out of stock. Yes, there's ways in the system that we could continue selling products that is out of stock. It's not a best practice for any business at all selling products that is out of stock. You can end up in a lot of problems with that. And but that button is there for your cashier to see, hey, that is out of stock. It's not that it's not in the system, but it's out of stock, right? Moving on, we have shift details. So we can click on the shift details and we can see the same information, right? Rather than trying to close it, we can see the same information here, and we can close this. We can either print that or close it. We have a calculator. So if you want to add something, you can do that, right? So we have a calculator. Let's close the calculator off, and we have expenses. We can add expenses through the POS system. So we can say, let's say, what is an example of an expense? Let's say someone wants to buy something, and you give them out of the cash drawer or a bill or something, yeah. So you can just add the expenses, add the expense category. When you create that, add the date, reference number. You can leave that blank, and it would regenerate it, whether that is a supplier or whatever. You can search for that. You can see which method you want that in, and of course give additional notes. You can save that expense, and we would cancel for now. So that is the top panel, right? This back button, it goes back into the back office. If I click back, it goes into the back office. Based on your rules, you may or may not see all of this information here to navigate the system. But that back button goes into the back office, all right? Because you can manage your system from the application or from the browser as well, right? So we go into the bottom. So this is your products. Sorry, this is your products. Um, if we if we let's say change categories, the products in that category shows services, tutorials, or you can show all, right? So this is the products, right? This is for the unsynced products. Let's say the internet goes and this stays offline, right? The information would be here. Invoices pending, unsynced. This is your SKU or your barcode. You can scan the items, and the items pops up here in your cart, displays in your cart. You can filter by brand as well, right? Or you can show all the brand. You can filter by selling price groups, where in the previous tutorials we touched on selling price groups. We can filter how we want to view these products. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 in a row. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. And this button, I didn't change anything. So yes, so this is the filter. This is the filter, all right? And we move on. This is your cart. This is your cart. So you have your customers. You can search for a customer. Let me see if my name is there. Yes. Right. So you can attach a customer to the receipt. You can favorite the customer, or set it back as default. So let's say I exit that, I click on this button, that this is my default customer. So it goes back there, or we can add a customer on the fly, on the go. So we can add a customer quickly. All the asterisk is mandatory fields, and the others are optional, right? We have their financials, we have their addresses. This is very important in customer loyalty. So the option is there to add a customer, sorry, and the cart. We can minus, we can add. Okay, we can add by clicking on it. Um, we can delete. We can give a discount once you give the um the cashiers the privileges to give the discount or to modify the discount. So we have the product, we have the quantity, we have the prices, we have the discounts, we have the subtotal, right? So finally, our bottom nav bar, we have the cash payments, card payments, credit, custom, we have draft, we have quotations, we can suspend the sale, we have our total tally 3,000 plus 7, oh 3,000, oh 70 times 3, sorry, 3,000 plus 210, 3,210. We can clear this cart, delete all the items in the cart, or we can hit the multi-P, right? So that is the navigation. In our next tutorial, what we would do, oh no, let's go to the back end. Let's make this a whopper or a combo video. Let's go to the back end. So we hit the back button, and to the back end it is self-explanatory. We have the dashboard. You would not see the super admin because this is my profile. We have the POS. We have pending sync, user management, where you can add the users. So in our previous tutorials, we you would see the same set things. We have contact management, inventory management, which we touched in previous tutorials. We have purchasing, which we touched as well. We have sales, which we have done as well. We have product stocks, transfers and adjustments, expenses, reports, settings, which we do all our business settings, etc. Essentials and CRM. We have business details. You can see the business detail here. And we have your subscription info. So that is the backend. The backend is basic, it's self-explanatory. We have our dashboard as well where we can see our sales and we can have all our toggles, right? We touched on most of this in our previous tutorials. This is just a desktop version of it. It works hand in hand. The desktop application needs the cloud solution to work because it pulls out all the information. However, if internet goes, you would still be able to cache your customers, right? So your business does not go into a pause, right? So that is the end of today's tutorial. Next tutorial, we would actually use the point of sale and cash items out. I hope this tutorial was clear to you, and see you in our next tutorial. Thank you for your time.